Detoxing. Let's talk about detoxing the people in our lives. The stuff in our lives that isn't serving us too much. Isn't serving us well. Soul Fam is here. Yes. If you guys clicked and you saw in the title, there's a hashtag thanks Anita. Thanks Anita Wing Lee, who organized the Global Meditation Scope, which is a beautiful gathering of positive people. And that's why I want to talk about detoxing the negative people out of our lives. Because I do not believe that we have infinite space in our lives for friends and infinite time in our day for stuff. I don't believe that. I think that we are limited in our days. It's part of being a physical person and not an infinite soul. We are not limited in our love, but we're limited in our time. We do have limited energy. We do need sleep and rest times, and we need space, right? We need space. So what I have noticed over the past few years is that when I'm having the least success in my life, I am harboring the most bullshit. I'm taking on the most needy people. So I am now very protective of my space and very protective of my energy. I talked about this the other day about being an introvert who behaves like an extrovert. And while I love to communicate with you guys every single day, I need that space to kind of regain my energy and resort my thoughts and all of that. So I'm very conscious of the stuff that I give away, the time that I give away, and I'm protective of the time that I have, to myself. So I protect my energy. My energy is a precious resource. My time is a precious resource. Oh, I'm real. Thank you, Kim. I know. Sometimes I'm too real. Sometimes I say things I shouldn't. Energy vampires. Exactly. And okay, great thing that you brought up vampires. What do vampires have to do before they enter your house? Does anyone know? What does a vampire have to do before it enters your house? My belly's doing okay. It has to ask. It has to get permission to come in. So if someone's being an energy vampire, a time vampire, if a project or anything is taking over your time, sucking you of your energy, sucking you of your life force, like a vampire sucks the blood out of you. If anyone's doing that, they need permission first. You have to give permission to that person. So let's do this together. Let's do this quickly. Let's detox. Let's think about the people, the things, the projects, the stuff that are getting in the way of our happiness and then therefore our success. Business, personal, relationship, whatever. What's getting in the way of your success? Are you checking and responding to too many emails that are not your problem or your emergency and you're doing it in a time that's on other people's time instead of yours? It's kind of like not my circus, not my monkeys type stuff that we're taking care of. Are we making other people's lack of planning our emergencies? Are we there for people who don't show up for us? Who's doing that? I'm doing it. I had to check myself today. Thank God my family doesn't watch my Periscopes or my social media because I got a call from a family member this morning who was kind of like a stopper buyer. And I'm like, people don't honor the fact that I work every single day from Monday through Friday, even though I work from home. I'm working. This is work for me. I show up for you guys. I have a schedule. I honor my schedule. You own a yoga studio and you're a yoga teacher. So if you're a yoga teacher and you have a studio, how are people in your business or things or projects getting in the way of you having success in that? I know that in yoga, being a yoga and meditation guide, it's even more pervasive because people come to you with their stuff, which is great. I love being there for people and their stuff. But what they don't acknowledge all the time is that we also have stuff. I also have stuff. I have a lot of stuff that goes on in my day. And I don't necessarily, I need support. So when people are coming to me constantly and wanting support, and they're not following that with, and what can I do for you? it gets rough. It gets tiresome. It feels one-sided. So you got to detox that. If you're eating toxic food and it's running you down, hey, Danielle Diamond, I love you. Follow Danielle Diamond. She comes on at 108. If you're eating shitty food, everyone gets this. You get this, right? You're eating crappy food. It's making you feel like crap. It's sucking energy. It's not life-giving, so it's not giving you any more energy to replace the stuff that it's sucking. It's slowing your digestion. It's not allowing you to get stuff out. So you have to then balance it out with life-giving food. You have to drink water. This isn't coffee, folks. This isn't caffeinated tea. This is pure water from my well in the backyard. I have to eat watermelon to sweep all that jalapeno popper out of my system. Danielle always yells at me. She's like, are you eating jalapeno poppers again? I eat with a melon baller since I was a child. Anyone else do that? So you need to sweep that out, but we're not cleaning ourselves energetically. Are you spending time in meditation? Are you being protective of your time? Protective of your energy? Protective of the advice that you're giving? The energy you're spending doing other things for other people? Every single time I have a lull in business, it is directly related to the amount of stuff I'm taking on from other people. The amount of time I'm spending looking at a negative Facebook feed. Danielle always jokes with me because she'll say like, well, she doesn't joke, we'll have a conversation and she'll say, did you see what so-and-so put, or did you see this thing on social media or whatever? And I'm like, you know I don't look at my feed. I never look at my feed. It is a time suck, waste of time. I have a private Facebook group with Danielle called Zen Bliss, and I love to be there. And even recently, it was getting a little like wah, wah for me, and I felt like it was taking a little bit of a sad turn. Not negative, it's never negative, but like people were bringing a lot of stuff to their table, and I'm like, you know what? This is starting to be an energy suck for me. Bring some good stuff. Tell me your good moments. Tell me your hot damn moments. Tell me your wins. Tell me your hits. Because I don't want to be anywhere that's not making me feel good. It doesn't mean that I'm not a good friend. It doesn't mean that I don't show up for people. It just means that the relationships in my life have to be mutual. And sometimes there's an ebb and flow. Sometimes I'm doing more for a friend. Sometimes they're doing more for me. I allow for that ebb and flow in the relationship, but it has to come back around. There has to be balance at some point. Otherwise, it's a go. I am detoxing you out of my life. And that goes for projects that are going nowhere, people that don't show up on time, things that I'm paying for that aren't working for me anymore. I'm just letting it go. And when I do that, guess what happens? Business is great. Money is awesome. I have been making more money and having more business success in the past, what's it been since my birthday? About 4 weeks than I have over the past several years. Like stuff is moving so fast and furious. It's kind of like when you're eating good food and it's doing what it's supposed to do. Everything like goes right through you. Your body is just like using it just as it should. Your energy is high. You're pooping every day. Poop is great. I talk about poop all the time at BEXLIFE.com. And everything's awesome. Same thing with people, projects, energy, things, energetic things, relationships. If you keep them clean and pure, everything will move just as it should. So the money's flowing, the ideas are flowing. I'm a creative powerhouse right now. Like there's stuff coming out of my head like, it's like lightning bolts everywhere. I text Danielle Diamond at like 6:30 in the morning, like, I just saw this podcast. It was amazing. My whole life is changing. Poo every day. Poop more than every day. Poop twice a day. I talk about poop so much. I did a whole video about the squatty potty because I love it so much. You just joined? Yeah, joined. So we're talking about detox. Last night I ate jalapeno poppers. I drank lots of champagne. I watched lots of TV. I woke up. I feel like crap. I got to reset. I have to drink my water. I have to eat my gigantic watermelon. Beautiful. I got to reset. And I have found that the times of most stress, of least success at work, have all been about bringing things in that were polluting and creating a toxic environment in my life. You have to detox. Detox your news feed on Facebook. If someone says something that doesn't feel good, get rid of them. That is not you being fickle. It's not you being a snob. Social media is there for our pleasure. It is not a necessity in life. If it doesn't make you feel good, delete, unfriend, unfollow. Whatever makes you feel good. But get rid of it. Social media is not a necessity in our lives. If it is not making you feel good, stop it. Right? I am constantly getting rid of stuff on my feed. My feed is like rainbows and unicorns. And political discussion that's positive, discussion about sexism, politics, racism, all positive though. People having positive, intelligent, educated debate. So it's not me like going, la 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 la, I don't want to see anything bad. It's about putting positive people in my path, controlling that. Energy vampires, just like real vampires, can only come into your life if they ask permission. A vampire can't get into your house without permission. This is my house. This is my house. Don't let people rent space in your head for free and then shit all over it. I used to be a landlord. I used to have different properties. I wouldn't let someone come and squat in my property for free and then wreck it at the same time. And that's what you do when you allow people who are negative, who are too needy and don't give anything back, selfish. When you let them into your head, that's exactly what you're doing. So let's honor our bodies and our minds the same way that we honor the things that we own, our physical possessions, like our houses. You wouldn't let someone come and take a shit in the middle of your living room and then ask you for free advice and then leave. So don't let them do that in your head either. That's it, folks. I'm detoxing you out of my life. Amrit, never detox me. I promise to always bring the good stuff. You're overwhelmed. What's overwhelming you? Ask what you can do. One little thing that you can do today to bring less overwhelm into your life. Because there's no need for it. There's no need. If you're only handling your business, the business that's truly yours, like there's that saying that God only gives you the stuff that you can handle. And then a lot of people are like, that's BS because that guy, killed himself, or that guy, went over the edge and had a nervous breakdown. You only are given the things that you can truly handle. But ask yourself, how many of the things in your life that you're handling right now aren't yours? How much control are you trying to have over stuff that isn't your business to even be controlling, or that's out of your control anyway, so you just have to let it go? How much stuff is being brought in by other people that you could just tell them to, go bounce with? Don't let other people's attitudes change your zen.
Clean eating is the key to vitality, but are you making these top 3 healthy eating mistakes? You think organic means healthy, but just because something is made without chemical pesticides doesn't mean it's good for you. You have to look at the list of ingredients to determine a food's nutritional value. And this goes for all the healthy buzzwords. All natural.